Get ready for high-stakes tennis action because Rennie Stubbs has dropped a bombshell, labeling Alexander Zverev as delusional after his lackluster final performance. Stubbs is calling out Zverev directly, suggesting a major disconnect between performance and expectation in the current tennis landscape. We dive into the details of this explosive critique and what it means for Zverev's future.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to hold it with one hand? The PopSocket's Pop Grip gives you a secure grip, works as a phone stand, and even lets you swap the top for a fresh new look. Simple, useful, and perfect for everyday phone use. Click the link in the comments to grab yours on Amazon.
Next up, we look at the injury saga surrounding Carlos Alcaraz. The world number 2 has been sidelined by a wrist injury at the Barcelona Open, putting his entire ATP season into jeopardy and leaving the future of his schedule wide open. We explore the intense speculation surrounding when Carlos Alcaraz might be back on the court and what experts are predicting for his return. The biggest names in tennis are fighting for their future, and the battle is over money. World No. 1 Jannik Sinner, Carlos Alcaraz, Alex de Minaur, Aryna Sabalenka, Iga Swiatek, and Coco Gauff have united in a statement demanding a fairer share of revenue, threatening a potential boycott of Roland Garros. Find out exactly what the top players are demanding and the massive financial stakes involved in this showdown. Finally, we have a major fashion shockwave. Carlos Alcaraz has announced his withdrawal from Roland Garros 2026, and images of his custom outfit for the event have leaked, a look that will never see the light of day. This is a massive development for Nike and a huge moment for tennis fans. Don't miss the full breakdown of Alcaraz's plans and what this means for the upcoming season. Stay with us. Tennis star Rennie Stubbs has sharply criticized Alexander Zverev following a lackluster performance in a recent competition, labeling his demeanor as delusional. Stubbs commented, "He lumps himself in there with Alcaraz. Bro, what? The delusion," according to Tennis Up-to-Date.com. In related news, the focus is shifting towards the broader landscape of tennis politics and financial disputes. Coco Gauff has voiced support for a potential Grand Slam boycott, citing ongoing prize money issues as a significant factor. Further updates regarding the upcoming Rome Open WTA 2026 are also forthcoming, with details expected to cover the results, draw, schedule, entry list, prize money breakdown, and expert predictions. Carlos Alcaraz's ATP Tour season has been significantly disrupted following an unfortunate wrist injury sustained at the Barcelona Open. The setback forced the world number 2 out of his home tournament and caused him to miss the Madrid Open on home soil for the second consecutive event. Consequently, Alcaraz will not be competing in the Italian Open or Roland Garros, effectively ending his participation in the European clay court swing before it has fully commenced. Speculation regarding his return timeline is wide-ranging, ranging from the grass court season to the start of the 2027 campaign. However, optimism is emerging from Spanish journalist Angel Garcia in Cope Murcia. Garcia expressed significant hope for a swift recovery, suggesting that with conservative treatment, Alcaraz could return to form. "I do have hope," Garcia stated, "and I think it's a message that will excite our audience. I think he can make it not only to Wimbledon, but also to Queen S beforehand as preparation. In other words, that in about a month and a half, Carlos might be back playing tennis again." Alcaraz has faced similar challenges previously, notably an injury during the 2025 Barcelona Open final against Holger Rune, which subsequently impacted his Madrid Open appearance. Despite this, the Spaniard demonstrated his resilience last year, returning to compete in both the Italian Open and Roland Garros, where he secured titles against Jannik Sinner. Alcaraz is particularly eager to return to the grass court season, viewing it as a prime opportunity to resume his most fruitful surface. His grass court record is exceptional, boasting a 35-4 record, translating to an incredible 90% win rate on the surface. This success has seen him win both Wimbledon and Queens twice each, making grass his strongest surface. In 2023, Alcaraz achieved a remarkable 12-0 record on grass by winning both major titles back-to-back. Top tennis stars are openly discussing a potential boycott of major tournaments, driven by demands for a fairer share of revenue. World No. 1 Jannik Sinner, No. 2 Carlos Alcaraz, and Alex de Minaur, alongside leading women's players Aryna Sabalenka, Iga Swiatek, and Coco Gauff, have voiced strong dissatisfaction with prize money allocations, arguing that the current payout is significantly below the 22% revenue share they expect from ATP and WTA 1000 events. Women's No. 1 Sabalenka stated that a boycott of Roland Garros, set to begin on May 24, was a possibility, suggesting it might be the only recourse to fight for player rights. Gauff, World No. 4 and last year's Roland Garros winner, expressed a 100% possibility of players boycotting a slam, emphasizing that the issue is about the future of the sport and ensuring better benefits for players ranked 50 to 200. Players highlighted that their revenue share at Roland Garros has declined, falling from 15.5% in 2024 to a projected 14.9% in 2026, despite a nearly 10% increase in the tournament's prize pool. Officials noted that while revenue grew, the prize money increase was minimal, reducing the players' share to 14.3%. In contrast, other majors are offering substantial compensation. The U.S. Open offered $90 million, and Wimbledon paid out £53.5 million. Tennis Australia's revenue has soared to nearly $700 million, largely fueled by the Australian Open's success. The discussion is framed by the financial disparity across the sport. Players point out that the revenue figures tell a different story than the prize money increases. Furthermore, players are seeking greater control, citing recent criticisms regarding player privacy, such as Coco Gauff's incident at the Australian Open. Advocates for collective action suggest that unionization, similar to the WNBA, is key to achieving significant change. While Sabalenka views a boycott as a necessary fight for rights, rival Iga Swiatek deemed the idea a bit extreme, focusing instead on the need for a fair revenue percentage. Professional tennis has historically avoided player strikes, with the last major instance being Naomi Osaka's withdrawal from Paris in 2021. However, players indicate a growing seriousness about securing changes, suggesting that implementing new agreements could take several years at the current rate. The ongoing battle centers on balancing the prestige of the Grand Slams with the financial realities faced by the athletes. Tennis star Carlos Alcaraz has made a surprising announcement regarding his participation in Roland Garros 2026, signaling his withdrawal from the tournament. This news has sent shockwaves through the tennis community and impacted fans, as well as Nike, the brand that had positioned Alcaraz as the face of their recent textile innovations. The announcement comes amid leaked images of a planned, unconventional outfit Alcaraz had prepared for the 2026 French Open. The design featured purple as the main color and has reportedly never seen the light of day. The leaked pictures show Alcaraz wearing the kit intended for the Roland Garros campaign, highlighting the contrast between the planned attire and his decision. The development of this outfit, which was a significant part of the promotional push, now appears to be shelved. The news has sparked discussion among followers and fans regarding the unexpected turn of events for the rising star and the implications for the brand's marketing strategy.